Welcome to ChartXGames.com latest newscast. If you enjoy today's video, then please like, comment and subscribe. Today's news headlines: DC Online heroes flying to Switch this summer. Mortal Kombat 11 tops all three major charts in first month. PlayStation Productions confirms Twisted Metal TV show. In today's news, DC Online heroes flying to Switch this summer. It has been confirmed that DC Universe Online will be releasing for the Nintendo Switch soon. The massive online RPG game based on characters and worlds from DC Comics will feature all content for the handheld. Published by Sony Online Entertainment and developed by Daybreak Games in conjunction with WB Games, the superhero-based MMORPG has been around since 2011 on Windows and consoles. In the 8 years since it was first released, the game has had numerous expansions and seasons that expand the roster of available characters, storylines and plot devices, as well as in-game functionality such as lairs and bases. DC Universe Online takes place in the DC multiverse, where you get to create your very own characters to be played out as either heroes or villains. Although you cannot play as any established characters such as Superman or Batman, you can create characters that look and act a lot like them thanks to the game's built-in character designer, archetype presets and gear. However, the character creator is intuitive enough to allow for genuinely unique characters far removed from the usual, with the only limit being imagination. That being said, although the game is free to play, you don't get a lot for free and some of the better gear can get expensive. However, it is possible to play the game to excellent effect without spending a penny. As well as familiar characters, the game's storylines also take place across well-known locations in the DC universe such as Superman's Metropolis and Batman's Gotham. Drawing inspiration from almost 80 years worth of material, the game has tons of content for characters, including content based on Golden Age DC Comics. The current DC TV shows such as Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow, as well as the big-budget movies from the DC Extended Universe. DC Universe Online is for the most part a mediocre game, but one that is adorned in all the DC Comics finery one could wish for, and I'm sure will be a great game to play on Switch while on the move. There is no release date given, but DC Universe Online is being released for Nintendo Switch this summer. Mortal Kombat 11 tops all three major charts in first month. Mortal Kombat has achieved an impressive feat that no other title has done for 10 years. In the month of its launch, the game has been at the top spot across all three major platforms. The latest game in the massively popular fighting series has been at the #1 position for each of the three video game platforms for at least 1 week. The platforms in question are PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. The game is also the first mature-rated game to reach #1 of a Nintendo chart since Bayonetta on the Wii U. Mortal Kombat 11 is the latest installment in a legendary video game series that has spawned movies and TV shows, both live-action and animated. One of the main attractions for most fans of Mortal Kombat is that the franchise plays some very strong lore. The main story usually consists of the best warriors from different dimensions or realms being selected to take place in a grand tournament set in Netherrealm known as Mortal Kombat, the prize being power. The series is praised for its eclectic mix of horror, fantasy, action and science fiction styles mixed together in one fast-paced fighting game. In later installments, the story and characters have been fleshed out and given extra depth, especially in the two most recent games, Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 11. Having had a partnership with Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment, the Mortal Kombat series of games has also played host to guest characters from movies such as Freddy Krueger, the Xenomorph from Alien and the Predator. There have also been guests from the DC Comics universe thanks to a relationship with the comic book publisher after tie-in spin-off game Mortal Kombat vs. DC and subsequently the Injustice series of games, which focuses solely on a DC multiverse story. Mortal Kombat 11 is available now for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC and Nintendo Switch. PlayStation Productions confirms Twisted Metal TV show. Following earlier news this week that a newly formed department of Sony Entertainment, PlayStation Productions would be bringing video game-based TV shows and movies. The studio has confirmed one of the first TV shows will be Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal is a legendary PlayStation title that pits players against each other in nightmarish weaponized road vehicles. The tournament, organized by a demonic individual known as Calypso, grants the winner their most desired wish, unbeknownst to the winner that this is in exchange for their soul. The game has had various sequels and widely regarded as a classic. One of the things that stood out with Twisted Metal was that for such a simple game, there was a deep underlying story with richly detailed character biographies. There were also different endings and cutscenes based upon whichever character was played throughout the story, all of which ended with merciless action from Calypso. The tone of the game was very 1990s, and for people who grew up in the 90s they may remember the somber tone of the time, with Twisted Metal being very heavily influenced by movies such as The Crow. If PlayStation Productions manages to capture the original tone of the game, make it their own and develop the characters such as the game did, I think this might be an excellent TV show to start off with, especially given the current popularity of movies such as Death Race and Fast and Furious. That's it for our gaming news today. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like, rating, and don't forget to comment. You could also hit subscribe if you want more news videos like this. Go to chartxgames.com for more gaming news, reviews, articles and updates.